The town that forgot a day. On the morning of April 7th, 1987, an entire town woke up, and no one remembered the previous day. Not one person, not one conversation, not one event. Clocks were stopped, cars were abandoned, food was half-cooked on stoves, and written on a chalkboard inside the town's only school were the words, "Do not try to remember." The town of Ashford Creek was small, too small to be important. Nestled between forests and a winding river, it was the kind of place people passed through without noticing. Population, just under 900. No factories, no military base, no secrets. At least none anyone knew. On April 6, 1987, the town went about its day like any other. Children went to school, shop owners opened their doors, farmers checked their land. Nothing unusual was reported, and yet something happened. Something so powerful that it erased an entire day from human memory. When residents woke up on April 7th, confusion spread quickly. Clocks showed different times across town. Some stopped completely at 2:17 a.m. Cars were parked in the middle of roads, doors open, engines cold. One man was found asleep on his front lawn, fully dressed, keys still in his hand. Inside homes, meals were left unfinished, soup boiling dry on a stove, bread half sliced on kitchen counters, a bathtub filled and overflowing, but no one remembered why. At first, people assumed it was exhaustion, stress, a shared joke, until they began comparing notes. No one could remember where they were the night before, who they spoke to, what they ate, why objects were out of place. Every memory between 6:42 p.m. on April 6th and 6:11 a.m. on April 7th was gone, cleanly removed, like a deleted file. The strangest discovery came from the elementary school. A janitor unlocking the building noticed chalk dust on the blackboard. Written in shaky capital letters were 5 words, "Do not try to remember." No teacher admitted writing it. No student remembered being there. Even stranger, the chalk used was a type discontinued years earlier. Doctors examined the residence. No signs of drugs, no alcohol, no carbon monoxide. But brain scans revealed something chilling. Unusual neural suppression patterns, as if the brain itself had refused to record memories during those hours. Almost like a protective response. But to what? 3 days later, something broke the silence. A mechanic named Elias Moore began acting strangely. He complained of severe headaches. He refused to sleep. He said he could hear a low humming whenever he closed his eyes. Then, one night, he collapsed. Before losing consciousness, he whispered, "It wasn't supposed to notice us." Elias died 2 days later from a massive brain hemorrhage. After his death, his sister found something hidden beneath his floorboards, cassette tapes. On them were recordings dated April 6, 1987. Elias had been documenting something. His voice shook as he spoke. "If anyone finds this, we saw lights near the river. The air felt heavy. Time felt wrong. People stopped talking mid-sentence. Then the final line, 'It knows we're watching.' Within hours of the tapes surfacing, unmarked vehicles arrived. Men in plain clothes asked questions, collected items, sealed areas near the river. They never identified themselves. By the next day, they were gone, and so were the tapes. Locals avoided the river after that. Animals refused to drink from it. Birds changed migration paths. Fish vanished entirely. Geological surveys later showed abnormal magnetic readings concentrated in one precise spot, right where the lights were seen. Years later, a forgotten photograph surfaced in an old newspaper archive. Taken on April 6th, it showed the town square at night, empty, except for tall, blurred shapes standing where people should have been. The caption simply read, "Camera malfunction." Authorities later attributed the event to mass hysteria, environmental factors, memory synchronization errors. The case was closed. No further investigation. Ashford Creek slowly returned to normal, but no one ever recovered the missing day. Every year on April 6th at exactly 2:17 a.m., the town's power flickers, phones briefly lose signal, clocks pause for 1 second, and children, too young to remember 1987, wake up crying, all saying the same thing: it's watching again. Whatever happened in Ashford Creek didn't destroy the town, it changed it. And the most terrifying part? If something can erase an entire day from memory, how would you ever know if it happened again? If this story disturbed you, like the video. If you have a theory, comment below. And if you want more true mysteries that history can't explain, subscribe now, because some stories don't end.